still the 15th of August, and while I've been driving on these beautiful back roads, I got this revelation. So I brought up Ezra and Nehemiah in my previous talk. Stand still, hold ground, fight, claim your covenant rights in David, claim your royal seed, all that, right? Stand still, you're part of it, you're grafted into it. Start living like it. Be like the people in the Bible you read about. Don't like say, wow, those are cool stories, right? But what hit me, and this is going to be short, but it's so critical to understand what's coming next for Israel. Why is Israel a burdensome stone? Because you can argue that the 1948 setup, Balfour Declaration, all that was Rothschild managed, and it was. And you could say from that point to today, all the, two-state solution, Jimmy Carter, the putting in of the Palestinians to create problems, to get funding, to have war there, to have trouble there, to have our eyes there, right? But think about Ezra and Nehemiah. What happened after they rebuilt the walls? Did not Maccabees have to go in and deal with Epiphanes, or whatever his name was, put pigs on the sacrifice of what they were worshiping? When Ezra rediscovered the law of God and he openly read it, and people started marrying Jew to Jew as opposed to Jew to pagan, right? That stuff was cleaned up in the 400s, right? And then you had a gap, and you had the Maccabees. Then guess what? You have Greeks, Romans, and you have Herod rebuilding the temple for the Jews. Did the Jews rebuild the temple? No. They didn't have the money, the authority to build it. But the system built it, right? The gods of this age built it. The ancient families built it. The Rothschilds built it. Their ancestors built it. They built the second temple for what? So Jesus could go in and declare the woes before they killed him outside the city. And then in 70 AD, so that very temple built by Herod could be knocked down, not one stone left on another. Right? Isn't that the historical reality? So what's the third temple? It's no different. And what do the Freemasons love? Solomon's temple, the first one. That was knocked down by what? Babylon. All these temples, all three, are built, and they were built either by pagan, idolatrous people, empires, kingdoms, or they were built by Solomon, who fell away, married the wrong women, put their worship in Israel, Moloch, can you believe it? Married these people from Troy, women, that introduced all this evil worship, sacrificing their... Solomon did that. But yet still, the presence of the Lord came into that first temple. And a lot of blood sacrifice happened that day. It was in David's heart to build a temple. So the seed of David is us. What the theme is today. The seed. We are the seed. We are the ones to inherit the earth. All of us. All the way back. But we're alive today to do something. That's why I'm talking. To do something. Not just talk. Not just theorize. Not just complain. We are here to put back in order what has to be put back. We honor the dirt in Israel, not their government. We support the building of the third temple, so that the Antichrist, son of perdition, can go in and desolate or bring desolate that temple. The abomination of desolation, which Jesus himself said, let the reader read and understand. Are you understanding? The third temple has to be built before the end comes. That's when Jesus says enough is enough. False light has to come. Mark of the beast has to come. Deception, great, final, awesome. God's going to give the world over to the beast. And it's going to be allowed to deceive the whole earth. That's what it says. Forget your rapture, because that doesn't help the people who are here. Why are we still here? To warn the people not to take the mark when the son of perdition starts doing all this stuff. Who's going to help the people? The humans. Forget Kirk Cameron's, movie. Oh yeah, we're preaching the gospel in the 7-year tribulation. We don't know that. We know that angels in Revelation, I haven't preached it yet, but Revelation 14's coming. And heaven, which isn't far away, is preaching the gospel to the whole earth. 144,000, and the only ones that knew the song. So there was 144 sealed by God on the earth. And then the angels come down the second heaven, and they preach the gospel because it's over. It's done. Complete. And in Revelation 18, Babylon comes down in an hour. But it's already over. The harlot gets thrown down in 17 of Revelation. You got to read the book in succession. You don't jump around. You read it in order. The 21 things that are going to happen. And then he tells us to get out of her. Get out of what? Babylon. I have friends, I love them. I love them to pieces. Get out of her means, disassociate yourself with the system. Okay, great. But whether you're out of the system or in the system, slave or free, you're still gonna go through it as a human walking on this earth. Whether you are in it technically or out of it technically by paper. But in reality, we don't own the earth until Jesus comes. So I can operate in the system like Paul operated in jail and went to the people at the top of the food chain when he said, I have to go to Rome. What is his desire? To go before Agrippa. That was his passion, to declare to him the truth. And he gets his head cut off there as a captain, right? But his job was done. Whether it's inside the system or outside the system, we all have assignments. God bless you.